¿Qué pasa, mi gente? I'm just gotta be honest, okay? If you think posting on social media means clients will magically fall into your lap, or people will actually start to pay you money, or the YouTube gods will start to pay you AdSense, you're going to hate this video. Likes, comments, shares, all that ish, those are basically vanity metrics, okay? That's a freaking lead, though. But most of you treat them like a decoration. So, I'll show you how to basically turn any of that version or any of those examples of engagement into real conversations, and real conversations turning into money into 2026. My name is Pedro Millán. I literally own 2 social media marketing agencies where I help more than 23 businesses around the United States, have more than 68 million views, 100 booked appointments, and a Grammy to my name. Not trying to sell you anything, just want you to make better content online so you can actually make money. So, a lot of you watching this channel, yes, I'm talking to you. A lot of you think, oh, if I just post every day, the algorithm will bless me and my clients will chase me. Well, that already works if you're huge, right? If you're not, you're basically whispering in a crowded room. It's like literally small fish, big pond, right? So social, like organic social, is essentially an attention engine, not an automatic ATM, right? Inbound is interest. Like people coming to you for whatever it is that you do is basically interest, not a signed contract. So it's not necessarily guaranteed. Inbound means people are raising their hand, being like, hey, I need your help. It does not mean where you stop doing the work, okay? So let me explain. I just want to do a little reframe as far as vanity metrics are concerned and how we can use them on a consistent basis. Like I said that I would in this video, but stick with me. So first of all, engagement equals leads. I don't care what anybody says. Literally, I want you to talk to yourself, or at least talk yourself out of thinking like, oh no, but they didn't give me their information, or like, oh no, we didn't necessarily have a DM conversation, or oh no, I can't do this because they didn't necessarily tell me that they needed this type of service or whatever it is that I'm trying to sell them. Well, we're gonna break it down so I can basically prove you wrong. So first of all, likes equals a light tap on the shoulder, meaning they saw you, they're warm, but not hot yet, and that's okay. What we want to be doing is we want to check their profiles and see who they are and exactly what it is about them that they actually like their posts, especially on short form, right? If we have an idea that our service could actually help them and they engage with our posts, we're going to say, hey man, thanks for the engagement. Really appreciate you watching my video. Do you happen to like the videos because you're interested in this stuff, or are you just rocking with the content? Very simple. Same thing with comments. A comment is essentially a mini conversation starter, where essentially this is a warm lead, where you're basically talking to somebody, right? This is like one step before a DM conversation that could actually turn into a transaction, right? They literally gave you an open line. So then why not take advantage of that? So you reply with intention and then move to DMs. Be like, thanks, man. Really appreciate you and really appreciate the comment. Awesome, whatever, respond to the thing. I just sent you a DM. Fantastic. Now let's say, for example, a share or a save, especially on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever. That was valuable. They basically said that was valuable, right? So that's someone that essentially who sees you as an expert or a plug for whatever it is that they want to get from you, right? So if they share something and it's valuable to them, then they're probably going to send it to somebody who they think it would be valuable for as well. So then therefore, they see a lot of value in that post that you provided. So then therefore, we're also going to respond with them in the DMs. Be like, hey man, thanks so much for the engagement. Thanks so much for the share. Really appreciate it. Are you doing it because you're interested in this stuff or know somebody who's interested in this stuff? Or are you just rocking with the content? Like, let me know. Every engagement is basically a little hand raise. And that's someone who sees you as an expert and they basically say, hey, I see you. What are you working on right now? And that's basically like where you would respond and be like, hey, like this is exactly what I'm working on right now. This could help you in this, that, and the third, wherever they are in their journey, depending on who they are, right? Now, the next thing, we want to transition inbound, any inbound stuff, meaning people coming to you into a DM pipeline. So then after that, we have a 4-step flow process of doing that, or at least the one that I recommend, right? So first of all, you post value, right? So like you basically post a bunch of tutorials, a bunch of breakdowns, a bunch of behind the scenes, like BTS of client work, money making, content, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. However you want to go about this, right? The next thing, you basically check your analytics daily. You just like who commented, who replied to stories, who sent your content to somebody else, etc. Who keeps liking everything, right? And then you engage publicly. You reply to the comments with more than a fire emoji. Never respond with a freaking fire emoji. Respond like a human. Like ask a question. What are you struggling with most right now? Content or conversion? What are you struggling with most right now? Weight loss or nutrition? What are you focused on, or what are you struggling with most right now? Dealing with 2 kids at the same time as a single mom. It doesn't matter. Are you doing this yourself, or do you have somebody to do this with? Are you doing this yourself, or do you have a team? Are you doing this yourself, or are you doing it in this other way? And then from there, you move to DMs with like, this is a longer convo and I really want to help you. I'm going to DM you now. Or happy to send you a quick breakdown. If you want, can I send you a DM? And they'll reply yes, or they'll like the comment and you already go to the frickin' DMs, bro. Very simple. Let's say, for example, somebody comments on your stuff too. Like they say like, thanks, this really helped a lot. And then you're like, glad it helped. Appreciate you. Maybe put an emoji, maybe, play a little fun with it, So, and then after that, you would ask them, are you planning to blank this, right? Are you planning to include this in your life? Are you planning to change your life forever in this one aspect that you basically talk about in your content, right? They reply, you DM, and then saw your reply. Mind if I basically give you some resources or materials that you can basically improve this aspect of your life? Can I send you a checklist? Can I send you a video? Can I send you a lead magnet, right? And we essentially do this because we want to make sure that we're having a conversation with these people, especially on Instagram or TikTok, so that way we can actually generate some sort of engagement outside of the platform, not necessarily on the platform, okay? Because the faster we can do that, the faster we can actually get on a sales call, the faster that we can actually start making money off of people just from the content that we're making. So, before we get into anything, right, I also want to talk about why post and pray fails. It's basically passive. Like you can't just post and not have an intention behind what you post, right? You can't necessarily engage with your audience nonchalantly. It doesn't make sense that way. Like inbound marketing, as far as like stuff that comes to you, that's cool. But at the end of the day, you still have to nurture them. Like, yes, you don't have to find them like holistically like every other outbound of marketing campaign. However, with inbound, especially being from short form content, right, you have to at least in some way nudge or nurture them in such a way in which that they actually do the things that you want them to, right? So when you post something, you don't want to cross your fingers and just go to YouTube Studio or Instagram Analytics or TikTok in order to freaking figure out if something actually worked. You want to develop a system in which that you're like, well, I posted this, and then I got a bunch of comments on that, and then I literally changed all of my comments into DMs where I had conversations, and then from there, try to develop a conversation so that way we can actually get on a sales call or whatever it is that you provide, right? So if you have 500 to 5,000 followers, you can't expect 100 DMs a week, right? You can squeeze 3 to 10 warm conversations out of your comments, stories, replies, and likes. Now, if you have a bigger audience, then awesome, then you can do more. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that the conversations that you have are on a consistent basis. And you can't do that with only like 10 followers, right? But as you grow, as you post more, as you provide more value, you'll start to notice that a lot more sales calls will tend to happen, especially with the stuff that you're trying to sell online with content. So stop acting like Mr. Beast and just sitting around like basically, making a video whenever you feel like. Because he does a video with intention, and he already has a big audience, so like it's not that hard for him to get leads. Or basically making videos that will actually bring him people that he actually wants to work with. With us, people that are smaller creators especially, you're going to have to do a little bit more work as far as people are like coming to you. You have to nurture them. And then essentially, if you can understand that getting your first 10 clients or getting your first 5, or even just getting people to buy your stuff, is going to be way easier. So Let me give you a simple daily inbound work routine. So the first thing that I want you to do is that I want you to post something, literally super simple, like a short form video that has a story or some sort of carousel that teaches something, right? So like that teaches something, shows proof, and then ask them to basically DM you via a call to action, right? So then from there, you're also going to have people to reply to whatever the prompt is within your CTA. Like, comment if you agree. Comment if you want this checklist or within a keyword automation and whatnot. And then you're going to reply to every comment, right? No dead end replies. You're just always going to respond, answer, and ask a follow-up question, right? Or you can basically invite them to DM however you feel like. It's like, if you want, DM me the word plan and I'll send these to you, whatever. And then you basically DM them the resource, right? And then from there, you're going to essentially DM 5 to 10 warm people, which are essentially the people who engage with your posts in general, being the consistent likers, the story repliers, and essentially people who voted on your polls overall. And then from there, you make your offer, however that you see fit, right? This is still inbound. Like, all of this is still inbound. You're just actually responding to the signal that comes up. And this is one thing that literally people don't take into consideration all the time. So you don't want to wait for people to basically tell you that they want something from you. You basically listen to what they do, listen to their actions, and then make your step-by-step process effectively, if that makes sense. So what does it look like in a business overall? For anybody, just literally be super, super attentive and just very aware of what's happening on your platforms overall. And when you see certain names come up or very normal, regular people that come onto your pages, why not make a conversation with them in order to have them potentially be part of your community, your business, your product that you're basically selling, or your service that you're basically selling. And from there, you'll be in a much better position in comparison to people who don't take this into consideration. Because you don't need a huge audience if you treat every single interaction like a potential chance to basically help one person clearly and make yourself more money in the long run. Anyway, I hope you guys liked that video. And if you do, make sure to like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on, because I put videos out like this every single day about literally making content so that way you can make money online. And I would really appreciate the help. Otherwise, if you want to basically make a social media marketing agency or just a marketing agency in general to make 6 figures in literally 90 days, we literally have a organic content, literally a Facebook ad agency, literally all these modules to basically show you how we basically have done it for multiple people, and we continue to do so. Just first link in the description. We'd really love to see you in the community and within the course and the coaching program. Otherwise, if you love this video so flicking much, I said flicking much, you can basically check out the video that's basically here that YouTube recommended to you to go watch it, and I would really appreciate it. And if you do, you're the man or the woman. However, otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Peace.